Hi everyone, these are the things I learned from the prayer meeting of 14th of September 2021. Brother Daniel taught us that there are spirits that are our enemy. He said that we should not believe every spirit. And he shared the book of 2 Corinthians 11 from verse 14 to 15. He said if a person return to God and is baptized and the unclean spirits go out, so there are many, he said that the person should keep himself clean by doing the doctrine of God, because if you don't keep yourself clean, the evil spirit can still come back to you, because he said there are many unclean spirits seeking for rest, and the prey they are looking for is a place without water. So that is why our hearts we should keep watering our heart with the word of God. When we water our heart, then the unclean spirits cannot stay in us. He said those who are looking for unclean things will get it. He shared Matthew 12:43 to 45. He said the evil spirits were able to dwell because the place was empty. If your heart is empty, then the evil spirits will occupy it. Brother Daniel also taught us that we should keep the word of God and the will of God, so that evil spirits will be far away from us. Brother Daniel also told us that we should sing spiritual songs, that singing spiritual song is watering our hearts. He said it sends evil spirits away, and he shared 1 Samuel 16 verse 23. He said he said we are to resist the devil and he will flee from us. It is, and we can see that in the Bible. Brother Daniel shared Proverbs 1:23, and he said the Spirit of God is poured on you so that we can keep ourselves clean. And he said that we should learn to sing spiritual songs when we gather, even when we are alone. We should sing spiritual songs and keep the doctrine of God in our hearts to keep evil spirits away. And we should exhort one another with the doctrine of God. The works of the devil is to destroy our hearts. But when we keep watching it, the devil will flee from us. Then Brother Daniel also told us that the work of the devil is to destroy us. So he said our hearts should be kept and rooted in the doctrine of God. That if your heart is not watered, evil spirits will get in. He shared Proverbs 6 from verse 22 to 23 that he said there is some watering. There are some things that we do to water our heart. That is singing of spiritual songs. And he said that when we sing spiritual songs, it is not in vain. There is an enemy to drain the doctrine so that evil spirits can come in. So when the devil succeeds to drain the spiritual songs away from our heart, then we occupy our hearts with the evil spirits. So that is how we should keep watering our hearts with spiritual songs and the doctrine of God. Brother Daniel said, you will lose your faith if you are blinded by the wrong thought or wrong doctrine. So he said the word of God is a sword, and what we have is a sword, and our sword is for us to fight. He shared Ephesians 6 verse 17, Hebrews 4 verse 12, and he said we can be justified by God to do righteousness. So these are the things I learned from the prayer meeting of 14th of September 2021. Thank you.